Well, hello and welcome to the Ladner Leisure Center for Game 1 of the championship final in the U18 BCEHL division. It is the U18 Okanagan Rockets taking on the U18 Greater Vancouver Canadians in Game 1 of this best of 3 championship final, beginning here on Friday, March the 24th in 2023. My name is KP Wheat. I'm glad to be bringing you this fantastic matchup from the Ladner Leisure Center right here on playfullscreen.com. Only fitting that it's the numbers 1 and 2 teams in the division during the regular season that have made it to the championship final. Of course, the Canadians' road here was not as smooth as they had hoped. In the opening series against the 8th-seeded Thompson Blazers, the Canadians had to play a third game in this very venue in order to advance to the second round series last weekend, and they were able to sweep the Valley West Giants in 2 straight games to advance to the finals here starting this evening. On the other side, the Okanagan Rockets have had an easier or a smoother journey to get here. In fact, they have not lost a game at all during the playoffs, having won all 4 of their games in these playoffs. And they have been dominant, having scored 26 goals while allowing only 12 in these 4 games. Now, for the Okanagan Rockets, they were able to defeat the Caribou Cougars in the first round of the playoffs by scores of 4-0 and 6-2 to advance to the semifinals last weekend. And they were able to sweep the Vancouver Northeast Chiefs by winning 5-4 in overtime and then 11-6 in the Game 2 clincher last Saturday. So the Rockets are red hot coming into this final series. And again, it's only fitting that it is the top 2 teams during the regular season playing here for the championship in the province. Now, the winner of this series, of course, are the BCEHL champions for 2023. They will also then go on to compete with a top Alberta Elite Hockey League team to represent the Pacific region at the 2023 Men's U18 National Club Championship, formerly known as the TELUS Cup, and that's Canada's National Under-18 Hockey Championship. So a lot at stake here. And just to let you know as well, the Alberta series is a best of 5, which is also being played this weekend between Calgary Northwest and St. Albert. That series actually started yesterday. So it is a big championship weekend here in BC and also in Alberta. But focusing here only on BC, now it's been a great season, a terrific season in fact for both organizations here, the Greater Vancouver Canadians organization as well as the Okanagan Rockets organization also. And what do I mean by that? Well, because we'd like to offer congratulations to the U17 Rockets who captured the BCEHL U17 Championship last weekend as the second-seeded Rockets in the U17 division defeated the top-seeded Fraser Valley Thunderbirds in Abbotsford again last weekend, 2-1 to capture the U17 division championship. So congratulations again to the U17 Rockets for achieving that. Now, also for the U15 side, it was the Greater Vancouver Canadians in the U15 division that took home the BCEHL's U15 championship back on March the 12th when they defeated, guess who, Okanagan in the 1-game championship. So again, if you think about it, the Okanagan Rockets organization, a very successful season up to this point, and of course the U18 club in the finals here in the U18 Division Championship facing the U18 Greater Vancouver Canadians. And I should also mention on the female U18 side, the U18 League Championship is also happening this weekend, again in the female division. And guess what? It is Thompson Okanagan facing the Fraser Valley Rush. Again, that is the U18 female division championship happening also this weekend. So all in all, terrific season in 2023 for the Okanagan Rockets organization, as well as the Greater Vancouver Canadians organization too. So sit back, relax. We are under 2 minutes away from the end of the warm-ups, as it's the time is ticking down to a minute 45 left in these warm-ups here, and then we'll have, of course, the national anthem and then the opening puck drop. Now, before we take a timeout here, who are the players to watch for in this series? Well, let's start with the Okanagan Rockets. Like I mentioned, they are red hot coming into this series. And Eric Pastro is one player who's on fire. And he had a hat trick in the Rockets clinching game against the Northeast Chiefs last Saturday. 3 goals in the 11-6 victory over the Chiefs to get them here. Not to be outdone, Hunter Lang also with 3 goals, including the overtime winner in Game 1 of the series against the Chiefs, which got them on the way to a series sweep to get them here to the finals. On the other side, the Canadians, meanwhile, Matthew Hakita, a very strong series against the Valley West Giants in that sweep last weekend, as Matthew Akita with 2 goals and 2 assists in the clincher. 5 points total in the series. And also his cousin Jamie Hakita, 4 goals in the playoffs so far. That's 4 goals in 5 games played. And not to be outdone, Tyler Tesey, 5 goals, 9 points in the playoffs up to this point. And in fact, Tyler Tesey is in the top 3 in playoff scoring. Tyler Tesey is the only Greater Vancouver Canadians player in the top 10 as far as playoff scoring is concerned. Of course, a bunch of names on the top 10 list have been eliminated, or their clubs have been eliminated. But Tyler Tesey having a strong playoff up to this point, 5 goals and 9 points in this 5 games played. And the aforementioned Eric Pastro and Hunter Lang, they are 1 and 2 in the scoring race in the playoffs. You just heard the buzzer that ends the warm-up session. And we are moments away from the opening puck drop. Of course, we will have the national anthem coming up, so we'll step aside for now. You're watching this game on playfullscreen.com. And we're coming to you live from the Ladner Leisure Center for Game 1 of the BCEHL U18 Championship Final.